Hello everyone, thanks for joining me this evening. I do have a limited audience participation today, but I had to resort to my fur animals. He's down there sleeping, just like the rest of my family. So, vegetarian. It's a word that many people are very resistant to. You know, your typical American wants to eat meat, right? There's stereotypes about being a vegetarian. Sometimes when people live a plant-based diet and take conscious consideration on their environment and how it affects them, they're referred to as hippies or tree huggers. You might be surprised, though, at how many people do live this lifestyle. According to Harvard University, approximately 6 to 8 million adults in the United States eat no fish, meat, or poultry. The benefits to converting to a plant-based diet are tremendous. To be or not to be a vegetarian? That is the question. I'm sure as many of you know that, a vegetarian eats fresh produce, vegetables, fruits. It could range anywhere from bananas, eggplant, squash, apples, avocados, and then even to grains, beans, lentils, quinoa. I have brown rice, and that's pretty much a lot of that consists of what would be in a daily diet for a vegetarian. Everyone has their own reasons for being a vegetarian. There can be a variety of reasons ranging from animal rights and welfare to economics and the effects on the environment. They also may choose this lifestyle just to live a healthier life, or they may have health concerns that can benefit from a plant-based diet. There are cons to being a vegetarian as well, but they are easily fixed to make it work for everyone. Everyone has a different nutritional requirement that they may need to meet, so there are different types of vegetarians. There are lacto-vegetarians who eat dairy and avoid eggs. There's ovo-vegetarians who eat eggs but avoid dairy. Flexitarians, they live a vegetarian diet with the occasional inclusion of meat products. Pesca-vegetarian is a vegetarian who consumes fish and seafood. And then last, there's vegans. Vegans do not eat any dairy products, eggs, or any other products that are derived from animals. This can also include gelatin, honey, even clothing that's made from silk, wool, fur, or, leather. One of the most popular reasons as to why people choose to become vegetarians due to the mistreatment and the welfare of animals. There's countless documentaries that you can watch on Netflix or over the internet that shows undercover cameras on farms. They show you what happens to the animals from birth, life, and death. It's not pretty. Once an animal is old enough to conceive, they're artificially inseminated. And once they give birth, they're immediately inseminated over and over and over again until they no longer can produce offspring. They're continually treated inhumanely and even killed in the same manner. They're injected with hormones and antibiotics and live in overpopulated living conditions. According to the United Nations report titled Climate Change 2014, Impacts, Adaptation, and Vulnerability, they state climate change has been called humankind's greatest challenge and the world's gravest environmental threat. Ain't that true? Acres upon acres of land are used to grow the food and feed the overpopulated farm animals. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide are all powerful greenhouse gases, and together they cause the vast majority of climate change. The billions of animals who are raised on factory farms each year produce incredible amounts of methane from their feces. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has shown that animal agriculture is globally the single largest source of methane emissions and is more than 25 times as effective as carbon dioxide in trapping heat into our atmosphere. 51% or more of global greenhouse gas emissions are caused by animal agriculture. Another reason why people may choose to become a vegetarian may just live a healthier lifestyle, or like I said, they might have health risks that can benefit. A vegetarian diet is associated with a higher consumption of fiber, folic acid, vitamin C and E, magnesium, unsaturated fat, and countless phytochemicals. This often results in vegetarians having lower cholesterol, being thinner, having lower blood pressure, and reduced risk of heart disease. Eating a plant-based diet can even prevent cancer. There's no health benefit, not at all, to eating animal fat. It's no surprise that when you remove it from your diet, you'll also remove the detrimental effects it has on your health. According to the University Hospital Ghent Department of Pediatrics in Belgium, vegetarians tend to be more deliberate in their food choices and less likely to binge eat on foods based on emotions, two habits that greatly contribute to obesity. This lifestyle and diet aren't for everyone. There's a few things that can stop a person from being successful, but thankfully they're easy to solve and work with. Eating a plant-based diet does put you at risk for vitamin and mineral deficiencies. You have to make sure you're getting enough protein, iron, zinc, calcium, and vitamin B12. But thankfully you can get all of these with a balanced vegetarian and vegan diet along with vitamin supplements. Another obstacle can be social issues. Convincing your family and friends that this is right for you can be difficult for some. Holiday traditions might not be the same like you're used to, and sometimes eating out can be a challenge, depending on what you do and don't plan to eat. Lastly, just the lifestyle itself may be too much for some to handle. It requires looking closely at labels and stores, and being aware of what you're buying, as well as learning new and creative ways to cook without animal products. It can be a very hard change from what you may be used to. As you can see, there's many reasons to be or not to be a vegetarian. You just have to choose what's right for you. Not all vegetarians are your stereotypical hippie. They can even be you or I. Regardless of your decision to incorporate meat and animal products into your daily diet, there's a lot to consider. It can benefit our planet, animals, and our health. But again, it's not for everyone, but definitely something to think about and maybe try. You never know. You may be surprised.